Okay, looks like it works. And looks like the sound works, alright?
Here. Yeah.
You want to try to watch the stream tonight?
Yeah, that's why I was sitting with the camera downloading the app.
Oh, I appreciate that. This is gonna sound a little weird. Would you mind doing it from the back in the office?
Yeah, yeah.
Because if you've got the audio up, then it's gonna back feed on me.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're fine.
Thanks. And go ahead and open the washer so it stops or dry rather.
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks, bud. Sorry to be weird, but I appreciate it.
No, you're fine.
Okay. So we're starting at 9 o'clock here theoretically, and it's 8:59. I guess I'll give it a second for my legions of fans here to join in. Yeah. Oh, 9 o'clock. There we go. All right. Hey, everybody. By everybody, I mean, you know, me, because I'm talking to myself here. Um, Welcome to All Game Review live stream special Super Bowl edition here. And by special Super Bowl edition, I mean I've really been putting off playing the football games for the NES because I'm not a football person. And apparently, there's an important episode of football on Sunday, so all the cosplayers are getting their football jerseys on. So I figured now's as good time as any. Okay, so we're gonna do the games in order they came out because I feel like that gives you the best idea of the progression of if they got better or not. You don't want to give a game a bad review compared to the other ones just because it was the first one. It's not really fair. And then if we have time left over, there's actually a couple of fictionalized football games. Games that are based on a fictionalized sport similar to football. You got Clash Ball or Speedball. You got Cyberball. If we get a chance, we'll get to those. But we're going to start with 10 Yard Fight, one of the black box games, which means it's one of the first games that came out for the NES by Nintendo. Who am I? Oh, I'm like all nine of those guys. That's weird. Okay. Ah, I see. I'm trying to make sure they don't get the middle one. Ah, they got me. I don't seem to be controlling anything right now. Oh, I was supposed to do the thing. Okay. Oh, there we go. Darn it. Okay, so I'm the blue team, and my guy's the one in cyan. And the other guys will kind of follow me. Okay, I haven't figured out if you can pass the ball or not. Hey, first down. I think that might be a good thing. Okay, at first I was trying to run around the my guys who were tackling the bad guys. And it doesn't look like it is necessarily a problem running to them, it just makes it easier for the other guys to get you, it looks like. Okay, so I'm getting penalized for not making any progress, I think. So I mentioned I'm not a big football person. I may have to actually... Oh, he can dive. Oh, I can pass. There we go. Hey, but I made more progress. Oh, I ran off the. I ran out of bounds. Apparently, you can do that. So it looks like you don't ever play defense. It looks like you only play offense. Offense. Or maybe I just wasn't good enough to get there. I don't know. It says it's got a two-player mode. I wonder if you actually play two players, like for realsies, or if you just take turns. Because a lot of these old, especially like the black box games, with the exception like Balloon Fight, most of them didn't have real two-player. Ah, pass, pass, pass. Nope, not gonna work. I only ever made that pass one time. I'm not sure what combination of buttons. Ah, I think you gotta hit both of them. Yay! I'm actually starting to get the hang of this, believe it or not. I think I made some progress and then walked backwards and undid on my progress. Yeah. It's not a terrible game. It's for as primitive as I think it is. And I'm not really an expert on football games. In fact, I've only played one football game in my life. Oh no, that's the bad guy. What does that mean? Does that mean that... Oh, I just get penalized. Okay. So I basically start over. I only played one football game in my life, but that football game I did play was Tecmo Bowl, because, you know, if you're going to play one game, you got to play the best one. I tried to pass there. Anyways, we'll see as we go on tonight if I'm right or not, but it's my understanding that most football games are kind of more from... Now that's interesting because he did not throw in the direction I was pushing. I guess they always pass to the player who's farthest ahead because that's not the guy I would have passed to, but that's okay. Anyways, it's my impression that most football games are kind of more from a coach's perspective than a player's perspective. And this game seems to be a little more tuned in on the specific players, like a little more zoomed in, let's say. Let's see if I can pass. That's not letting me. And it's also making me go backwards instead of forwards. What's up with that? Up, up, up. Yeah. Anyways, I kind of like that it's... I feel more like I'm playing a guy in a football game than I am playing a whole football match. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, again, I was kind of expecting this to be kind of a stinker since it seems a little primitive. But I'm kind of having fun. Yeah, I don't even hear the sound of me desperately pushing the buttons. The passing thing only really seems to work about half the time, and I can't figure out if I'm doing it wrong or if it works half the time. Okay, so running straight into the fight there never seems to be the right call. You can pass right away, okay. That seems to be the best you can hope for. So, interesting thing here. Running at a diagonal seems to be the best strategy anyways, so it's kind of the best way to avoid the guys. Running straight up doesn't seem to work most of the time. Yeah, like I'm hitting just up right now, and it's not, yeah. If I really fight it, it tries me to go backwards. Oh, no, no, not the out of bounds. Nope. Now, I'm having a slight problem with the controls here, but part of that's because this is not the best controller that I'm using right now. I should have... Okay, there. Getting it. See? He didn't pass the guy I was aiming at. He tried to pass the guy who's most forward. And when you are the guy who's most forward, you can't pass backwards. I don't know if that's a real football thing or if that's just this game. I don't know. Anyways, this is not the best controller that I'm using. I have like 3 of them. And I was going to switch out to a new one before I started, and I forgot. Up, 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 now backwards. Okay, if it gets worse though, I may switch it out. Make sure that's not the problem. Up, 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 up. Alright, I almost got there. Alright, just a minute, folks. I am going to switch out controllers real fast. Now, this is a brand new one here, so I don't actually know if it works either, but we're going to find out. So I buy these NES, these faux NES controllers on Amazon. They're 10 bucks a piece. So I kind of have a stockpile of them. They are not the high quality of the old NES controllers that were like 50 bucks a piece. And they do break down on you, but they're like 10 bucks a pop, so what are you going to do? Alright. Up. That's not going to work. I got to exit out and get back in. Hang on, guys. Alright. Now is as good a time as any to give my little shout out to Vizzed here, VIZZED.com. Online emulators. They are the only ones I use. Okay, sorry, that would have sounded more heartfelt, but I was trying to configure the controller at the same time. Oh. Come on, little guy, you can do it! You can do it! You can run straight up. Okay, it was my controller before. Okay. I already feel like I'm doing a little better here, actually. Now. By the way, is that Japanese characters down at the bottom when you do the hike? Yeah, it is Japanese characters. I don't know if it's called the hike. This is what they always say in cartoons when they're playing football. The hot, hot hike. In my defense, for my ignorance, I asked some of my more football savvy friends to be here in the chat room so they could educate me on these things, and they just didn't show up. So I'm going to blame them for sounding like a moron. Pass, 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 pass. Okay, the passing thing's not any better with the new controller. Again, part of that's because if you're in the lead, you can't pass. Come on, baby, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it! Do it, do it! Spike it, do whatever football people do. Did I win? Woo! Does that mean I won the game, or... Yay, touchdown dance! Oh, now I'm, like, kicking a goal, or... I am kicking a goal, I guess. Was that good? Oh, I bet I was supposed to get in that goalpost thing, huh? Round 2. Okay, so you don't ever play defense, you only play offense. I bet you 2-player mode's not 2-player. I bet you it's taking turns. Should have passed. Really, the game's easiest that very first turn where they're around you in a square. Your best strategy would just be to keep passing the ball then and try to never get tackled. But I don't know how practical that would really be either. I tried to pass, but like the second I tried to pass, the lead guy got behind me and I couldn't. Pass. Nope. Pass. Up. Back off. I haven't figured out if there's any way to fight them off you when they're just like barely on you. I can't really decide if it's a thing or not. I'm hitting buttons. I don't think it does anything. Pass. Haha. Run. Yay! Okay, well I've got the hang of this game. Oh, that's really cute. He does the dance while counts down your points. Okay, in the goalpost this time. Ooh. Oh, so now I'm in college. Lines, yeah, coming, okay. Pass, pass, that's not working. So, a few years ago, I decided it would be cool to play all of the launch titles for the NES. At the time, I remember being extremely unimpressed by this one. And yeah, it's true that I don't like football in general, but it still seemed a little primitive to me. I have to say, it's growing on me. I kind of had the same experience though with a couple of the black box games. Mach Rider comes to mind. Mach, M-A-C-H. It's kind of the predecessor to F-Zero, if you will. Except you're on a bike instead of a hover car. Is it just me, or does this opposing team look like sumo wrestlers? See, look at me, look like a little sumo wrestler hunched over. I mean, I know it's supposed to be like skin-colored jerseys and black helmets, but it totally looks like they're little topless dudes. Pass, 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 pass. Why are you not passing? Yeah, I was turning the wrong direction, but that doesn't seem to have made any difference before. Pass. There we go. Intercept. Alright. I don't think I'm going to win against this team, but that's alright. We'll switch to another game. I just, figured if I could beat it, you know, I'd be curious to see if it does have an end, for one thing. Okay. Well, that was actually sort of fun. Before we switch, I want to see what two-player is. Oh, look at that. 1/4? Man, I thought home NES games were free. Nope, look at that. I'm still playing against the computer. It's turns, isn't it? I wonder if it's turns, or I wonder if it's like Duck Hunt where you can just barely control the computer. I bet it's the second one. So this is actually a little known fact, but in the game Duck Hunt, there's actually a two-player mode hidden in it. I mean, it's not supposed to be hidden, it's just nobody ever reads the instruction manual. And I was that weird kid who would rent a game, come home, and read the entire instruction manual before putting the game in. Which I really ought to be doing that now, by the way. For these games I'm reviewing. Like, I wish I read the instructions for this game first, but hey. So anyways, Duck Hunt. There's a two-player mode in Duck Hunt. If you put it on only one duck, somebody can plug a controller into the first player slot and then theoretically control the duck. But the controls are so slippery, like the second he hits the edge of the screen, the computer takes back over and they're moving so fast. Basically, you barely have any control over the duck, is what I'm trying to say. Now, every time it starts again, it says B and A over the guys, and so I'm thinking the second player just has like a little control. But I'll have to test around with that later and see. Pass, pass, I'm hitting the buttons, man. Oh. Well, now I know how to beat the game. Put it on two-player. Secret of the ages, folks, for anybody who didn't know that. Can't beat a game, put it on two players. Okay, that's enough of this. Alright. So, again, we're doing the games in the order they came out. And the second ever NES game, second ever football game for the NES, was the classic Tecmo Bowl. Now, there's really two football games, video games, that kind of revolutionized football video games. The second one, of course, being Madden, the original Madden for like the Sega Genesis. And the first one being this. Tecmo Bowl, #1 game of all, and that's an easy call. And the first sports game, back when they first were made, it paved the way for Madden. Anyways, like I say, two players coach. I wonder what coach is. Okay, Denver, heck yeah, we're in the Super Bowl this year. I'm excited. Rygar versus Ninja. So we're Tecmo Games. So what I was saying is, take notice the drastic difference between that old school football game and this more modern one. Like you can see, for instance, this. Okay. Now the idea, if you've ever played this game when you play on two players, is that you can you can pick the play that your team's going to make by hitting a controller combination instead of actually selecting it with a box, so that your friend that you're playing against doesn't know which one you picked unless they're a jerk and look at your controller, which is what most people did. So I'm going to go with run one, I think.
Ready, down.
Alright. Alright. Run one didn't work. Let's do a pass. Two, because I don't know what I'm doing.
Ready, down.
How do I pass? Well, not by hitting every button like in the other game.
Ready, down.
Wait, boxing? Ah.
Ready, down.
Pass, pass, pass. How do I pass?
Ready, down.
Oh! There, I did it. Yay! No, no, don't do that. I was still hitting buttons because I was, yeah, cancel. Okay, let's do a run. I've been doing pass 2 like every time, by the way, because I didn't know what I was doing. Darn it. Didn't know what I was doing. Don't know what I was doing. Ah. Now, I said I played this one before, and that's true, except it's not. This is Tecmo Bowl, and I played Tecmo Super Bowl, and I only played a two-player against somebody who knew less about video games than I did. Actually, it was my wife when we were dating because I was into video games and she was into football, and we were trying to bond. So it must have worked to some degree. I mean, we got married, but how much Tecmo Bowl had to do with it? Okay, so I changed sides. Oh, I can pick which guy I am. Okay, that's didn't know that. Oh, well, I'm running the. Okay, I'm dumb. I was still trying to rush their side, and I'm in defense, so that was dumb. But what I didn't know, and maybe you can only do that when it's the defense. I don't know, but you can pick which guy you are. Here, I'll show you. I see the one. I can cycle the one over who I want to be. Now, who has the ball? Oh, that guy has the ball. We got him. I don't even know which guy I am. Oh, I don't know which one I picked. Defense doesn't seem to be nearly as fun. Well, so far this game's a lot more realistic, and I kind of like the one that was more video gamey because, you know. Oh, I have the ball again? Oh, I ran out of bounds, darn it. Well, there we go. Getting a little better. Not really. To be fair though, one of the big differences is the last game we played, it was clearly meant to be played as a one-player experience, but they have a two-player mode. And this game is clearly meant to be played as a two-player experience, but they have a one-player mode. Oh. Before I write my review for this game, I'm actually going to try to find somebody to play it with. Hopefully somebody who's a little more experienced than my wife. Well, at least I could win against her. But, beating somebody who's not good at video games probably isn't really going to give me the true feel of the game. Okay, in this one you can kind of fight them off. Oh, whoa, look at that, we're almost there. Am I winning? I didn't even realize that. Go Denver. Beat whichever team we're playing against, I can't remember. I remember Denver because I live there. Touchdown! Woo! Yo, high five, bro! For 89, by the way, that's actually pretty darn good graphics. Oh, now I get to do the field goal thingy. Whoa! Successful try. Successful try is not called a try, son. Okay, pyrometer, boom. Have lots of practice from Wheel of Fortune. Oh yeah, look at that. Did I win? Oh, I'm defense again, darn it. So the problem with defense is there's just not that much you can do. All your guys tackle all their guys, and you're one guy, so it's not like your guy needs to get to the guy with the ball, just as long as one of your computer control guys does. I'm guessing there's a way to switch guys during the... Whoa, was that them picking? That was them picking. Crazy. I'm sure there's a way to switch who you are, but I sure haven't figured it out. Oh, well now I'm that guy just automatically because he got the ball. So I think that means it's my turn, but we're all the way back at our end goal, I believe. I guess I shouldn't always run the same play. I passed successfully, woo, and it worked. And now I'm running away. Why did that not work? I have to go back and watch the tape. I totally thought that I passed the ball to me and then we like ran off screen with it. Somebody must have intercepted me, must not have seen it. Come on, Denver! You can do it! No! No! Darn you, Joe Morris! In case you haven't caught on yet, by the way, this is before licensed football games, so all the teams are fictional, hence why we're the Rygars versus the Ninjas. Pass, 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 pass. Nope, can't pass. Ah, beat up. Pass, 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 pass. I'm hitting every button. Guess I've run out of bounds here. My instinct is to run where there's no bad guys. There are no bad guys out of bounds. By the way, can I just say, and maybe this is because I'm dumb, but can I just say that I find it a little confusing how when you're looking at the field, it's, okay. I even know how to explain it. Look at these maps where you pick the play, and then look how the field is. It's sideways. You see what I'm saying? Like on this screen here, your goal is up. But when you're actually playing, your goal is to the right. And so, I don't know, I guess they show it this way because this is how you look at it traditionally when you're, at least in the movies, again, when they're drawn on the chalkboard and stuff. But it just seems like it would make a little more sense if they were facing the same way. I'm probably dumb on that one, but I picked one and I can't remember if I picked I was running up or down because on their thing it's left to right. I wonder if there's more choices. No. Just the 4. Okay. Again, I only ever played Tecmo Super Bowl, and I think that's what I'm thinking of there. Like, there was more choices than 4, I think. No, 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 no! Stacy Robinson, darn you. Pass, 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 pass. Pass, pass, pass. Oh, it worked. Wow. Pat. Oh, okay. Well, that time I didn't actually get a chance to hit the button. Come on, run! You can do it! You can do it, man! You can do it! It's not my fault. I'm losing playing against New York. They've got the fridge. This is like the 80s. Well, hello. She's got a beard? Oh, pom poms. Oh, wow. Poorly placed pom poms. She wants me to call her? That's a call you thing, right? Is that what the kids are doing nowadays? It's weird. I'm not even on the screen. There I am. No. Okay. So I don't really see the point in finishing a round at this point because it's pretty clear that first of all I'm not going to win. I'm pretty far behind. But we got a feel for the famous Tecmo Bowl. It's always a little confusing when people are talking about the NES games because again, there's Tecmo Bowl, which came out '89, and there's Tecmo Super Bowl, which came out '91. And people will say Tecmo Bowl, but half the time they're talking about Tecmo Super Bowl, so it can be a little confusing. It's generally considered the superior game. By the time they got the Tecmo Super Bowl, they were doing NFL licenses, and you can play actual teams. You have more plays to pick from. It's just a little technically superior. Um, but you can see the big advance between 10-yard fight in this game, where you can actually pick plays, and again, it feels a little more like you're actually controlling a team as opposed to controlling one guy running down the field. So I'm gonna come back to this game at some point when I've got like a human being to play against. And let's move on to the next one. Okay, before we start the game, I have to comment on this box art. I don't know, man. Does he really look to you like he's wearing a helmet, or does it look like they photoshopped the helmet on top of this guy? I mean, I assume he's a football player since they put his name and the title there, but he just doesn't look like he's actually wearing a helmet to me. I don't know. I gotta tell you, I'd never know from that picture that he's a football player. Okay. So I keep claiming to be ignorant on football, and that is true. Now, I was a kid of the 80s, and at school they used to give us Sports Illustrated for kids to read under the theory that if we were reading anything, we were reading something. And so, like, I mean, I remember, like, Joe Montana, with the fridge. Like, I do vaguely remember some famous. Oh, look at that. I do vaguely remember some famous football players from my time. I have no idea who John Elway is. I have no clue. He apparently was not in my Sports Illustrated for Kids magazines. Okay, select team. New York, San Francisco, San Diego, Washington, Miami, Dallas, Chicago, Los Angeles, Seattle, Cleveland, Denver. Yay! So, in case you couldn't tell by the name of the game, this one's notable because this is actually the first licensed football game for the NES. So, we got real people, real teams. Oh no, wait, back. I hit start and it moved me. There we go. Oh, this part looks more like 10-yard fight, doesn't it? Okay, person who catches it becomes becomes the player you control. That makes sense. All right, they got me. All right, here's where my ignorance really comes out. Where's the Statue of Liberty one? They'd always do in cartoons. Hitting the button. Oh, there we go. I don't seem to have as much control over the hike as I did in the other two games. Go. Ah. Alright, well, so far, this is easily the least intuitive that we've played so far. Also, I feel like the bad guys look like robots. I miss the sumo wrestlers. Yeah, I'm having problems making heads or tails out of any of this. I mean, I don't know anything about football plays, but I could still look at the pictures in Tecmo Bowl at least. Get an idea of what I was doing. Okay, I don't know how to start the, what do you call it, the round, without diving the bad guys. The opposing team there. Run away, run away! See, my strategy there is to make a field of my own goal because I've learned from movies that if you do that, then you look stupid at first, then you apologize, and the important thing is you told the truth, and the girl forgives you, and then you get married. So, that's how I'm going to win. Zone. I've never known a zone to be a bad thing. Unless it's like the no talking zone, those suck. I don't even know who has the ball. He has the ball. Come back here, darn it. No! No! Field goal. Alright. No good. But thanks a lot, man. You have to get personal about it. Oh, well, I'm glad you were standing out in no man's land. Okay, so I'm feeling like this is kind of a cross between 10-yard fight and Tecmo Bowl. I mean, you've got the same screen view that you did in 10-yard fight, and I kind of have that feel of controlling one guy. But they tried to put in the whole pick your play thing. I don't know, maybe it works better than I'm aware of, maybe because I suck. Do-do-do-do-do. Very impressed by the music, by the way. Stud run, because I'm a stud. Let's do it. Oh, I jumped. Really? You can jump in this game? I did it again. Oh, that's a dive. Okay, that makes more sense. I guess it was a dive the first time, it's just because I was He was going forward. It looked like I mean, you can do it. Okay. By the way, I just like to state for those of us just joining in that this is the third football game we've done so far. I didn't suck nearly as bad. Well, actually, I was pretty good the first one. The second one I wasn't great, but it was better than this. I did make a goal. Yeah, this is definitely the least intuitive of the three. Like, I'm about to give up. Here, let's try some of those other things. Maybe I just walk up and kick that guy in the face. That seems like it'd be an effective strategy. But it worked, he's running away. Oh, but then he threw it back. Did I get it? Yes, the fence. Woo. Punt. That sounds good. Let's do that. No, don't go back into the goal line. That's not good. Oh, yeah. Punt. Oh, get it, get it. Oh. I find something, like, not bad. Okay, man. Geez, you have to rub it in. Okay. Prevent sounds good. No, let's try that punt thing again. I really missed a little to let me know what's going on. I'm just sitting here waiting on the other guys. There we go. Well, so far this is the first one that we've played that I hadn't heard of before today. And I can switch guys. That's nice. I never did figure out how to do that in Tecmo Bowl. Anyways, I can definitely see why I haven't heard of this one. Yeah, I keep trying to run up and grab the ball from him because it lets me move a little bit before they start, but not like a lot. Okay, switch guy out. There we go. That part's nice. So if you hit the B button when you're on defense, you can switch guys and it will automatically switch you to the guy who's closest to the ball. That's the first thing I've liked about this game better than the other ones. Which, again, I assume you can do in Tecmo Bowl. I just couldn't figure out how. Reverse play, normal play. I don't know what any of that means. Looky, no action. That sounds even better. Okay, they have the ball. They have the ball. There they go. I've got the guy. Okay. Another thing I'll say about this game is in Tecmo Bowl, I always felt like when I was on defense, like there was just really anything for me to do. The computer just kind of took care of tackling everybody, and like my guy never got close to the guy with the ball. Here, I actually feel like on defense, I feel like I have a little more control. I can switch the guy closest to the guy with the ball right away, and I can personally tackle him. So, funny enough, out of the three games, I'm actually starting to like this one best for defense. For offense, I still haven't figured out how to do anything except get tackled a lot. game. Yeah, seriously, I'm actually liking this game better for defense than the other ones. Now that I've played around with it a little bit. Probably because I'm on defense so much. Ah, no. Come on, Denver. Don't play like this in 2 days. 2 days? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 3 days. Nah. I love all my guys run to. It's good. Last time you said no good. Oh, that wasn't about my plane. That was about the field goal. Okay. When I said no good, I was taking it personally. Yeah, I like how I can easily switch. Now, can I pass? Pass? No, that's a dive. Darn it. And I'm already back on offense. No, I'm still on offense, rather. Okay, I gotta figure out how to pass the ball here. No, that's a dive. Is there one called pass? No, they all have weird names. Punt. Let's try that again. That's the only time I've ever been able to pass, and there, fed a lot of good, didn't he? Get him! Everybody get him! Well, Tecmo certainly had a better halftime. Ooh, I wonder if that fiery arrow. Oh, never mind. Get him! Get him! We're actually making a little ground this time. I had to say something. Bomb. Does that mean I get to blow somebody up? Or maybe it just means that I'm the bomb. Pass, 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 pass. That's dive. Darn it. Okay, quitting B. B doesn't pass. Sorry, I was so trained by 10-yard fight to hit every button. A also dives. Okay, do you have to pick one that's a pass one? Does that count? Did I win? Apparently it doesn't count. Did I get it? No. Maybe? Oh, Fitz, I did get it. Yay. Okay, seriously, how do I pass in this game? Field goal, that sounds promising. Let's do one of those. If I'd known that was an option, I've been doing it every time. Oh, win! I didn't know win was an option. How's that different from punt? Does that one count? Apparently not. So I didn't get any points for that? Okay, now I'm still playing. Okay. There, see, I personally tackled the guy. So yeah, 10 yard fight. You only played offensive. Tecmo Bowl was considerably more fun when you're on the offensive. This game is more fun when you're on the defense because you feel like you actually really participate, but not as fun as the other two for offense. There we go. Well, better at least. That's a little more like 10 yard fight there. Run away! Run away! I don't even know what that means. Let's try it. I can't figure out how to pass, darn it. If we could do that, we'd have something, but A and B both don't pass. What else is there? Oh, I don't have a ball anymore, darn it. No! Get him! Get him! No! Prevent! That sounds promising. You ran off the screen, coward. Okay, that's really weird. He ran off the screen, I can't go after him. Oh, I guess I'll just chill down here. Pass, 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 pass! Don't dive! What, you think it's select? Do, 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 do. Boy, they really had a stretch code with that little ditty, huh? Okay, I'm gonna try select because I cannot make the ball pass. Select, select, select's not passing. Is one of these a pass and I don't know it? Like, how do I pass the ball? Start? Okay, I'm hitting start. Start does not pass the ball. Hitting A and B at the same time doesn't pass the ball because that's what I've been doing when I end up sliding. But individually they both slide too. Yep, see, that's both. Run! They do the same thing every time, which is they run way back and then throw the ball forward. I wish I could do that. Okay. Well, I'm losing interest in this one real fast. I do have two-player mode. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, lots of effort on the music here. Well, maybe that's not too bad. Okay, that was John Elway's quarterback. Now, that was released the same year as Tecmo Bowl, and it was released in March. Tecmo Bowl was February, so they probably weren't real influenced by Tecmo Bowl, but they were the first licensed NES game. Now we're going to do one that came out September that year. This is a licensed game. Hang on. Oh, come on, Viz, don't die me now. Oh, there we go. Has the extremely original title of NFL football. Which probably means it's going to be impossible to find in the search engine, but we'll see here. Now, this is another game I didn't know existed until today, but I'm excited, and let me tell you why I'm excited. This is a football game made by LJN. So, for those of you that don't know, LJN kind of has a bad reputation in the NES world. Doesn't mean they never made a good game. The reason they had a bad reputation is they tended to do a lot of licensed games on virtue that they would underbid just to get the license, and then they basically contracted all their games out and didn't actually do anything themselves to, whoever underbid them. The result being that they're famous for a lot of poor licensed games. And since NFL's license, I can only assume this is going to be awesome. If my internet holds out. Come on, internet, don't die me now. All right. What's going on here? There we go. Apologize for the delay, folks. Come on, Comcast, you can do it. Oh, I said I apologize, folks, and the people in my chat room said no worries. That's nice. Of course, I only have two people in my chat room, and I paid them both to be there, but I appreciate it. Actually, I said I shouldn't have said that. Now they're going to be hitting me up for money. All right, NFL football. Let's do it. And on Tech Mobile, number one game of. Oh, there we go. Again, for those of you unfamiliar with the Angry Video Game Nerd, well, let's get up a little more so we can see the cover art. See the little rainbow at the top left corner? That's LJN. That's the infamous logo for quality. Or, not quality. graphics are good. Music's better than the last game. So far, so good. Officially licensed product, excuse me. I bet it is. Okay, lots of options. Super Bowl. League select. Somebody help me out. What does that mean? I want the NFL, right? Okay. Where's the Broncos, man? Where's the Broncos? No Broncos? Ah, fine. I'll be Joe Montana. Oh, it's just telling me how my team is. Okay. I was afraid I was supposed to like memorize those controllers or something. I thought it was like the Xbox games where they give you like a little map of your controller. Okay. Oh, that's a nice little touch. Coin toss. Alright. Okay. And here's where the problems start to kick in. So, until the game actually started, I was going to say, you know, this seems like the most realistic one so far. And the game began. So, first of all, we all seem to be running in molasses. Green molasses. The clock's ticking down, but it won't let me do anything. Oh, it just called for timeout. I guess. I'm not sure why I would need to do that. Okay. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. This is the very first football game we've done all night that doesn't have a number over who you're playing. It does have like a little V, letter V. Okay, quit calling for a timeout. I don't want to do that. I don't need to take a timeout. What am I going to do? Confer with my pixels? Okay, I'm hitting the button. It shows one button lit up and it doesn't do anything. How do I play? Play! Go! I'm in literally every button. Oh. I have to hit A and B? Is that it? I don't understand this. Am I supposed to be selecting my play during that? Like, delay of game. What? What is it? Raining? A button. Okay, so it is like a play selection thing. Like I hit up and hit both buttons and it took it. So is this one of those lame games where like you have to look in the manual to see what the plays are and then select them not in the game? Like, wow, it's a slow moving. Oh, that's kind of cool though. I missed it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I think I'm supposed to be selecting a play, but I can't see the plays. I think. Like this would be a good place to show me the possible plays, right? It doesn't even show him throw the ball. Quarterback sack, darn it. Okay, see, this is LJN, so squeaky molasses. Yeah, it's like we're playing in squeaky molasses. Sorry, somebody just commented on that. So this is LJN. Like it looked good. It seemed like it was the most realistic, but then it's like it wasn't play tested by anybody ever. It's the... And this is why it's so funny to me when people criticize them. It's not that I disagree with the criticism. It's that the criticism implies that they're lazy, and it's not that they're lazy. There's obviously a lot of effort went into this. It's the quality control is the problem. I mean, if there was an effort put into this, it wouldn't look so good. they wouldn't have genuinely interesting ideas. Like one of these days we'll get to Jaws, which is a LJN game. Jaws is in the movie Jaws, the shark. And it's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Like the game's got some interesting ideas in it. Yeah, it's got good graphics. It's not a bad game. Like those little black and white pictures up there are awesome on this. Okay, I can't control anything right now. Da-di-da, waiting for the ball. I've got the ball. Okay, I can't pass and I can't switch players from what I can tell. Of course, like on that screen, you gotta pick secret combinations, so maybe I'm supposed to be. Maybe you don't hit A or B to pass or change players. Maybe you have to hit a crazy combination. Maybe it's like the Mortal Kombat of football games. Oh, okay. Every other game I played, when you pass, the other guy just automatically catches it. You don't have to like go to a little mini game where you can't do anything. So, this is what's funny to me. The first game we played tonight was 10 Yard Fight. And that was a black box NES game. It was one of the very first games released. It was a launch title, made by Nintendo. And it definitely had an antiquated feel to it compared to modern football games where, you're more of a coach than just one player. And yet, it was vastly superior to like the last couple games we played. Well, vastly superior to this, and arguably superior to John Elway. I can see why somebody might like John Elway if they hadn't played, a Tecmo Super Bowl or whatever. Yeah, I thought John Elway was painful to play at first, and I kept wanting to quit early, and then I was like stuck with it, and I kind of figured out what I was doing, at least on defense. I don't know how much of this one I can take. Me. Yay, I got it. So just passing ends the round? I think what happens is it cuts back from that zoomed in view and then you instantly get tackled because you don't have time to adjust. Okay, so this is pretty awful. It's only passably playable. And I think I'd rather play one of those little handheld football games where it's just a bunch of green lights on an LED screen than play this. Switch players, give me a different guy. So I accidentally called timeout again. I think I did. Why would I need to call timeout? I mean, the only multiplayer mode is like against somebody else, not like if I confer with my other partner here or something. Yeah, do it. Which one's me? Which one's me? There's no arrow. I was right by the ball. One of those has to be me. Okay, this is ridiculous. Alright, so I think I know the audience for this game. And believe me, if you lived in the days of the NES, this is a thing. This is a game where you put it on to show off to your friends how good it looks. Playing it one player, and then they're like, "Oh man, it looks awesome. Let me play." You're like, "Nah." Are those supposed to be birds chirping, or what is it? I get the crowd applause noise, which is a little annoying, by the way. It's kind of creative, or it was creative at first. Okay, the crowd noise, I wish they'd used it, like, sparingly, like, between moves, not, like, all the time. But I really don't understand this. Can you guys hear that little dee dee? Is it supposed to be birds? What is that? Yeah, hear it? What is that? Somebody forgot to oil the football players? Oh, I passed. And fumble. Okay, I don't know how much more of this one I can take. Okay. So, to recap, the first game we played was made by Nintendo, and it was antiquated, but because it was Nintendo, it was still actually kind of fun. So, it raises the question of, what if Nintendo put out a football game after Tecmo Bowl that was actually, like more like a real football game? Now, the answer is I don't know because, oh, weird, it's isometric? Really? Okay, well, let's give it a try. So, now we're going to play the creatively named NES Play Action Football, made by Nintendo. And this is 1990, so this is a year, and the September, it's just a year after that last game. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, this is already my favorite. Fireworks. Man, for a Japanese company, they should put a lot of effort into that. It's funny to me because they don't even play football. They think football is soccer. Alright, NFL licensed. It's like the last two. Okay, I'm not gonna watch the rest of that. One player versus one player? What? How does that work? What? Oh, maybe it's like you take turns, like one of like the old school two players, like 10-yard fight where you pass the controller around. We'll have to try that later. Level 1. Denver! Computer. Man, I really need to look up who we're playing someday. I don't remember. Well, I worked with Tecmo Bowl. Let's do New York. What? Oh man, this is making me dizzy just watching it. Oh man, the isometric was not a good call, guys. That's painful. Okay, wait, is that me running? Am I blue? No, I'm not the blue guy. I don't appear to be any of these orange guys. I don't know that I'm even playing, honestly. Am I the flashing guy? I'm the flashing guy, okay. But not the flashing blue guy, the flashing red guy who's having trouble staying on the screen. Okay. Okay, so this is definitely taken from Tecmo Bowl's playbook. Pardon the pun. Like, you select the moves the same way, and there's four of them, a little easier to read than they were in John Elway. My biggest complaint is, once again, where the heck am I? Pauses. I'm trying to, like, switch players, because if I could switch to the guy closest to the person who has the ball, that would help. Oh, now the computer is playing. They just selected what they're doing there. So you have to, like, watch them play. Like Mario Party style. Okay, now I'm playing. Oh, but it flashes just when you pick, unlike Tecmo Bowl. You know, just let the other player even things up a little bit. Let the other player know what you're going to be doing there. Okay, yeah. I'm going to make a special goal here not to lose track of my guy. I like Tecmo Bowl. I don't feel like I'm really participating that much when I'm on defense.
Ready, set, hut, 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 hut.
I mean, it's kind of cool they have like a zoomed out mode, but why doesn't it usually do that? But does it only do that when they're going to be throwing the ball? Is it kind of like telegraphing the fact they're going to be passing? Is that what it is?
Ready, set, hut, hut, hut.
I think I switched. Ah, I can switch guys. Okay. Now, how do I dive? This time I want to dive. Like this game, I mean. Nah. This has some nice graphics, though, I gotta say.
Ready, set, hut.
No good. Alright, my turn. Boy, maybe it doesn't look that bad when you're watching it, I don't know, but playing it, I'm not talking about the speed, I'm talking about the isometric now. Just for the record, I like isometric graphics, you know, Qbert, Solstice, like Snake Rattle and Roll, all good games in my book. Whoa, what? Oh, I got it. Okay. I was like, in John Elway, you could. Excuse me. In John Elway, you could pick reverse play. In this, it's like asks you. Anyways, I'm all about isometric graphics, but they're just not working here. Like, okay, running just to the right is fine, but when you're actually running diagonally, the way the screen refreshes is kind of dizzying. Then again, and like every other football game we played, except maybe the LGA one, running diagonal was the best strategy anyway, so. Jared, who's in the chat room, just said if you're having a seizure, you're watching the right person. I agree. Alright.
Ready, set.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh man, this constant view change is not helping. I'm starting to ask the question: is Tecmo Bowl actually the best game on the NES? Like because it's good, or is it just because all the other ones are terrible?
Ready, set, push.
No. Oh snap! Okay, I didn't see that coming. For anybody who wasn't watching the screen, they just brought out a stretcher. Oh boy. Well, he was a good quarterback. Good old Elway. I guess I was supposed to be replacing him there, but I couldn't really do anything. I don't know.
Ready, set, push.
Oh, don't tell me I lost another quarter. Man, I suck. All right, cue back. It's your turn to shine, man. You can do it. Now, pause? Why would I need to pause this screen? That's almost as bad as the timeout.
Ready, set, push.
Oh, I passed. Oh, yeah, I gotta catch it. Oh, man, what is this with this having to catch the pass thing? I don't think I like that. I already spoiled by the games where you just automatically caught it.
Button.
You say awesome? That's not awesome. I just lost my, just lost the ball.
Ready, set.
Whose side are you on, ref? Ah, there we go. Switch guys. Okay, you can switch guys. Can't figure out how to tackle, though. Yeah, I completely oversold and completely take back my prediction. 10-yard fight was way more fun than this.
Ready, set, push, 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 push.
Gonna get you! Dive! 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 Now! Dive the wrong way! Get him! There! I dove, I think.
Button.
It's not awesome. Person? Is he requesting a person come out?
Ready, set, push, 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 push.
Okay.
Touchdown.
Okay. So I do take back something I said before. I am getting the hang of switching guys, and so playing defense is getting a little better. I actually do feel like I'm participating again. Seriously, that's my biggest problem with Tecmo Bowl was that when it was defense, I just felt like I was even playing the game.
Ready, set, push.
So, it's not that this is a bad game, but not going by graphics, but going strictly by like controls and like the way it's played, I would have never guessed this was Nintendo. I'm guessing that it was Nintendo of
Button.
America, which would explain A, football game with the big American thing at the beginning, and B, why it doesn't quite feel like Nintendo quality.
Ready. Set. Hut. 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 Hut.
Pass, pass, don't dive. Why would I dive if I've got the ball? Okay. I keep trying to pass instead of dives and then fumbles, I guess. I'm not, I don't know.
Ready. Set. Hut. 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 Hut.
Hey, don't take the mask off the faceless void guy. Music's not bad. Graphics are definitely good. Oh, I can't pick punt fake. Okay. Or punt, but I can pick sweep.
Ready. Set. Hut. 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 Hut.
I also feel like it's a little easier to avoid dudes when you've got the ball on this one than the other games.
Button.
I wish I could pass, but on so many of them, like the second you try to run away, they're all just on you. This one, I feel like you can actually make a run for it.
Ready. Set. Hut. 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 Hut.
I don't like when it zooms out because, for one thing, I'm not expecting it. For another thing, I can't see what I'm doing. In case you guys are wondering, like, I'm not causing that, at least not on purpose. It just all of a sudden it'll zoom out on me.
Ready. Set. Hut. Hut. Hut.
Ah! Why am I so hard to see? Oh, I'm probably supposed to be doing a pass then. That's why. So, okay, whether or not you can do a pass, that still cracks me up. Okay, so I think I'm figuring this out. Whether or not you can do a pass is determined by the play you pick. And when it's time to do a pass, it zooms out on you, and then I'm probably supposed to be hitting the buttons that I've stopped hitting because I don't want to dive and fumble. Okay, I was just kind of picking plays largely at random. Didn't really realize that I was picking
Ready.
passes,
Set. Hut. Hut. Hut.
to be really honest. Okay, so it zooms out. There, I hit the buttons. There we go. Got it. Okay. I'm just trying to get the hang of this a little bit.
Button.
Alright, let's keep doing passes.
Ready. Set. Hut. 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 Hut.
Okay. Hmm. My problem there was that when I zoomed out, I didn't even know who I was supposed to be catching the ball.
Ready. Set. Hut. 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 Hut.
At that time, it zoomed me out, but then I got tackled before I could even hit the button to pass because I couldn't see what I was doing. Because it was, I am not liking the zoom out thing.
Ready, set, hunt, hunt.
Ah, he threw the ball not at any of my players. Am I supposed to be directing it? Usually they just kind of throw it at the closest guy in most of these games. Boy, I'm going through quarterbacks, by the way. Pause, let me play. Oh, there we go. Elway, you're back. Oh, no, what am I doing? I don't want to switch out. Let me... There we go.
Ready, set, hunt, hunt, hunt.
See, again, threw the ball not at a player.
Person,
Person. Human beings.
ready, set, hunt. Person, ready, set, hunt, hunt, hunt.
Switch guy, there we go. Ah, switch guy again, there we go.
Touchdown.
Oh, geez, I suck.
Ready, set, hunt.
You can do it. I don't know how I feel about this game. It's not bad.
Ready, set, hunt, hunt.
But it's not good either. There you go. That's professional video game reviewer work, guys. It's not bad, it's not good.
Ready, set, hunt.
I find it funny it has moves listed that you're not allowed to pick.
Ready, set, hut, 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 hut.
I hate the passing on this one.
Listen.
Alright, I think I've had enough of this. Alright, let's see. We've got 2 real football games left and then 2 pseudo football games. Whoa, is Nestor in this game? Holy cow, it's Nestor. Okay, for anybody who doesn't know, Nestor used to be the mascot of Nintendo Power, and he's popped up in a game here or there, but it's pretty rare. And he had his own game on the Virtual Boy called Nestor's Funky Bowling. A veritable classic for sure. Yeah, I had no idea he was in this. That's cool. First down, that's what he's saying. He's not saying person. Okay. Well, shoot, we only got 2 left. Alright, this one's SNK. And this came out 91. Same year as Tecmo Super Bowl. Alright, looks good so far. One and 2 player versus computer, that's cool. Denver. Hang on, I'm gonna look it up because it's bugging me here. Super Bowl 2016 on Google. Carolina, that's who we're playing. Carolina Panthers. I was just wondering, I couldn't think of it. It's not even listed on here. Okay, so interesting note. This is the only one of the later games that's not licensed. And it's got real towns you pick from, obviously, but this is not a licensed NFL game. The original Tecmo Bowl wasn't, Team Yard Fight wasn't. Then we had 3 other games, and now this one is not a licensed game. Alright, New York, we got Grudge now. Well, the intro graphics are good, but the actual in-game graphics are kind of a step back. Well, I do not like this sliding back and forth thing. What's with that? Passing's easy, though. I do not like that effect, though. Now, some of the other ones have taken me a little while to decide how I feel about them, and this one, I can tell you straight off the bat, I just don't dislike it. This is much more arcadey. This feels much more like an arcade game than any of the other ones except for 10 Yard Fight. Actually, probably even a little more arcade style than 10 Yard Fight. Okay, that's driving me crazy. That's gotta stop. I mean, the fast pace of it is a breath of fresh air compared to the stupid LJN game. Passing is fantastic in this. So you'll see your characters, they have an A or a B flashing over them. That means if you hit A, it'll pass the guy with the A over him. If you hit B, it passes the guy with B over him. That's really nice. Wish I could dive. Okay. So, unless I'm missing something, there's not a lot you can do during defense. I do not understand the point of that going back and forth thing. I really don't. Like, what purpose is it supposed to serve? What? Okay, that's funny. This is kind of fun, though. It's definitely different from any other games we played. Like, by a long shot, it's very different. But that's cool, though. Very accessible. I instantly figured out how to play what I was doing, which is another breath of fresh air. Okay, so this is another one where when you throw the ball, you have to actually catch it. It's not an auto pass. But the guy whose direction you've thrown it in, first of all, you pick who you're throwing it at with the AB thing. And second of all, the second you throw it, you switch to... Oh, I screwed up that time, didn't I? You switch to controlling the guy you're throwing it at, like the second you throw it. Well, I don't know why you threw it that way, though. Okay, take it back. Maybe you have to also be facing the way you want to throw it, I don't know. Yeah, you have to also be facing the way you want to throw it. Okay. Well then, I don't know what difference it makes with the AB thing. I am hating these games with the guy with the ball can get so far away from everybody. Okay, so let me discuss that for a second. In this game and the last one, the NES game, the guy with the ball runs a little faster than everybody else. In some of the other ones we're playing, like the John Elway one for sure, the guy with the ball ran slower than everybody else. Oh, okay. That's supposed to be the coach blowing the whistle. Well, I figured out in this game because that game it takes place in logical parts. Like it actually happens when the coaster will be blowing this whistle, not like the other one where it's just like all the time. Pass, 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 and hit the buttons. Pass. Oh no, wasn't facing the right way. Man, at first I was having a great time passing. Now it seems like I keep screwing up. So I'm kind of liking this game. Definitely more video gamey than some of the more. Oh yeah, okay, let's do it, man. Definitely a little more video gamey than some of the more serious simulations here, but I kind of like that. Face the wrong way. Okay, that's not bad. End of period. I'm resisting the urge to make a very tasteless menstruation joke. You can switch players pretty easy, by the way. The graphics and the game style here kind of remind me of the River City Ransom games. You know, the Crash and the Boys and the Super Dodgeball. Some of these guys are shorter. Man, I love music in SNK games. Did I mention that? Yay, I got it! Which way am I running? Down, right? I think? Can't swear to that. Turn over, I just got it. Oh no, I got it. Yeah, down. Okay. No! Boy, they can throw the ball long in this game. Not sideways, I didn't throw it sideways. Why is he... Okay, well, I'm kind of liking this game. I want to spend some more time with it at some point, but for the sake of time, I think we're going to go ahead and pull up the last one. Nope. Now, this is the game that's considered superior to Tecmo Bowl, but yet At the same time, it also came out like 91, so at that point, a lot of people were switching to Super Nintendo. Whereas the original Tecmo Bowl came out pretty early in the NES's life, which is what I'm trying to say is a lot more people played the first one. Oh man, look at that. Yeah, that's definitely one I played before. Oh, I don't get to pick who I am? That was probably in the options somewhere. I probably just missed it. Game start didn't start the game. Uh, Regular season, right? Okay, sure. Is that who won? What? Why do I have to watch everybody play everybody? Oh man, I'm getting tired. This is way too complicated. I thought I'd, just be able to play some football. There we go. There we go. Denver. And who did I say we were playing against? Carolina. Are they on here? They haven't been on any of the other ones. No, I don't like it. Alright, then let's go after stupid New York. Well, I don't see them either. Cincinnati. I'm originally from Ohio. Cincinnati's perfect. I think that's the first one I've seen where you get to not go first if you don't want. Yeah, just from the first look, you can tell this is like the football game. Oh, you have a timeout in this one too.
Ready, down, put, put. Ready, down, put.
Can't figure out how to switch guys though.
Ready, down, put. Ready, down, put.
I like the cheerleaders on the sidelines, by the way. That's a nice touch. Graphics are great.
Ready, down, put.
Most of these games, though, have had a lot of effort in the graphics, actually. That definitely feels like the game just... Oh, that's cool. Wow, look at that. Okay, I definitely want to spend some more time with this, but I got places to be in the morning, so. Alright, everybody who came and watched live, thank you so much for joining in. This has been All Game Review with our special Super Bowl Thursday here. Checking out all the football games for the NES. We got at least a look at all of them. The two games we did not play tonight are Clash Ball, also known as Speedball, and Cyberball. Both of those are football style games, but they're both games that take place in the future, and they're about a uh, fictional sport that's similar to football. So they're fun to try out sometime, and we'll get around to them eventually. But again, thank you to everybody who showed up today. Thank you to Vizd. Again, it's where I do all my get all my emulator needs from. Any game you want to play online, they've got it. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining in, and see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Bye.